Last point, difference. Difference between Ind AS 37 and what? AS 29. Correct? So one doubt I am clearing right now, whether they can ask specific question on AS 29. Yes, they can ask. Chances are very rare. There is a remote chances. Therefore, we are not doing any accounting treatment for this. But we are discussing what? Only difference. Only difference. Have you understood? Okay. Once difference is done, automatically AS 29 will be also covered. So write down Ind AS 37, AS 29. Can you give me the difference? If you remember. Point number 1. First is constructive. Constructive obligation. Batao. Whether Ind AS 37 deals? Yes. Whether AS 29 deals? We should not write down no, we should write down silent. Everyone try. What is the meaning of does not deal and silent? If I am writing do not deals, means for constructive obligation will never create provision as per AS 29. However, AS 29 has written the word obligation. So can I say when I am saying obligation, it will cover all obligation, whether legal or constructive. Means they have not given any specific term constructive obligation. So I am saying there is a doubt when we are doing AS 29, should we create provision for constructive obligation? The answer might be yes, the answer might be no. So it is silent. It is silent. Are you able to understand? They are not saying like this, do not create. They are saying obligation. Now obligation can be any obligation. It can be legal, it can be constructive. Are you getting what I am saying? So it is silent. Point number 2. Discounting. Batao. What? Required. If what? If time value of money is material. Have you understood? Correct? Discounting not allowed. Not allowed. But there is one exception. Only one exception. This exception I will discuss. Write down refer AS 10 revised. AS 10 revised. So due to AS 10 revised, there was a revision in what? AS 29. So there is one special point of AS 10 which say discounting need to be done, and therefore one para of AS 29 was amended. Are you getting? What is that para? If I will say right now, you will not understand. So I will discuss this point where? In AS 10 revised, when I will do Ind AS 16. Correct? Now, point number 3. That on contingent asset. Contingent assets. Batao. Requires disclosure where? Requires disclosure in financial statement, means notes to account. Here requires disclosure where? In the report of what? Approving authority. In case of company, who is approving authority? Board of Directors. Requires disclosure in the report of approving authority. Correct? Understood? contingent asset. Last point number 4, onerous contract. Onerous contract, this just write down, we have not yet discussed this difference point. What Ind AS 37 says requires recognition of impairment loss. Now, what is impairment loss? That we don't know right now. It is decline in the value of asset. Impairment loss on asset dedicated to such contract before any provision is created as per what? Ind AS 37. Ind AS 37. We have taken one example of what? Building. We have taken one example of building, you remember. Suppose that was a finance lease. Now finance lease means building will come in our books. Building will come in the books of lessor or lessee. You have done AS and na. The building will come in the books of lessor or lessee. Lessee. Even though we are not a legal owner. So suppose it was a finance lease. Now due to onerous contract, because now there is no future economic benefit, so what Ind AS 37 says, first create impairment loss. Now what is impairment loss? We need to go to Ind AS 36. So write down. Refer Ind AS 36. I will create all links so that when you are revising, you can refer Ind AS 36. Refer Ind AS 36. So first create impairment loss as per Ind AS 36. Then create provision as per what? Ind AS 37. Means before creating provision, create impairment loss. Understood? Correct? Now, we'll not discuss more about this because we don't know impairment loss. Yaliko silent. For this para, it is silent. Only 4 differences.